7 Science, Chapter Nutrition in Animals. Animal nutrition, the mode of taking food by an organism and its utilization in the body is called nutrition. Animals get their food directly or indirectly from plants. Animal nutrition includes nutrient requirement, mode of taking food, and its utilization in the body. Digestion, the process by which complex food substances are broken down into simpler substances, is called digestion. Different ways of taking food: name of the animal, kind of food, mode of feeding. Snail, the kind of food is grass, mode of feeding is by chewing. Ant, kind of food is insects, mode of feeding is scraping. Eagle, kind of food is flesh, mode of feeding is by swallowing. Animal name hummingbird, kind of food is nectar, mode of food is by sucking. Lice, kind of food is blood, mode of feeding is by sucking. Mosquito, kind of food is blood and mode of food feeding is by sucking. Butterfly, kind of food is nectar and the mode of feeding is by sucking. Housefly, kind of food is decaying matter and the mode of feeding is by breathing. Digestion in humans. The main parts of the alimentary canal are buccal cavity, that is mouth, esophagus, food pipe, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum, and anus. The main glands are salivary glands, liver, and pancreas. The alimentary canal and the glands together is called the digestive system. The mouth and the buccal cavity. Food is taken into the body through the mouth. This process is called ingestion. In the mouth, the food is broken down into smaller pieces by the teeth. The food has salivary glands which secrete saliva. The saliva breaks down starch into sugars. The tongue helps to mix the food with saliva and swallow the food. Tongue. The tongue has taste bars to detect different tastes of food. The different regions of the tongue detect different tastes. Teeth. There are four types of teeth. They are incisors, canines, permolars, and molars. Incisors help in biting and cutting the food. Canines help in piercing and tearing the food. Premolars and molars help in chewing and grinding the food. The type of teeth: incisors. The number of teeth in lower jaw are 4 and number of teeth in upper jaw are 4. So total there are 4 incisors. The canines, number of teeth in lower jaw is 2, in upper jaw is 2. So the total is 4. Premolars and molars. The number of teeth in lower jaw is 10 and upper jaw is 10. So total 20. The food pipe, esophagus. The food pipe passes along the neck and chest. The swallowed food is pushed down by the movement of the walls of the food pipe into the stomach. The stomach. The stomach secretes its digestive juices, hydrochloric acid, and mucus. The digestive juices breaks down proteins. Hydrochloric acid makes the medium acidic and kills bacteria which enter along with the food. Mucus protects the walls of the stomach from the acid. The small intestine. The small intestine is a long coiled tube. It receives secretions from the liver and pancreas. It also secretes digestive juices. The liver is the largest gland in the body. It secretes bile juice, which is stored in the gallbladder. It breaks down fats. The pancreas secretes pancreatic juice, which break down carbohydrates and proteins. The intestinal juice completes the digestion of starch into glucose, fats into fatty acid, and glycerol and proteins into amino acids. Absorption of digested food in the small intestine. The digested food is absorbed by the walls of the small intestine. This process is called absorption. The small intestine has several finger like projections called villi having blood vessels. The villi helps to increase the surface area for absorption. The absorbed materials are carried by the blood to the different parts of the body and used by the body. This is called assimilation. The undigested food then passes into the large intestine. The large intestine. In the large intestine, water and some salts are there. The remaining waste then passes to the rectum and remains there as feces. It is removed through the anus from time to time. This process is called egestion. Digestion in grass eating animals, ruminants. Grass eating animals like cows and buffaloes quickly swallow the grass and store it in a separate part of the stomach called rumen. Here, the food is partly digested and is called cud. Then, the cud is brought back to the mouth in small lumps and chewed. This process is called rumination. The chewed food then passes into a sac like structure between the small intestine and large intestine. The cellulose in the grass is digested with the help of some bacteria. Feeding and digestion in amoeba. Amoeba is a single celled organism found in pond water. The cell has a cell membrane, cytoplasm, and a nucleus. The cytoplasm has many bubble like vacuoles. The cell has finger like projections called pseudopodia or false feet, which helps it to move and capture food. When amoeba comes near food particle, pseudopodia is produced around the food particle. The food particle is trapped in a food vacuole. In the food vacuole, the food is digested by digestive enzymes and absorbed. The undigested waste is then sent out by the vacuole. Activity 1. Food and modes of feeding in animals. Snail. Kind of food is grass. Mode of feeding is by chewing. Ant. Kind of food is insects. Mode of feeding is by scraping. Eagle. Kind of food is flesh. Mode of feeding is by swallowing. Hummingbird. Kind of food is by nectar and mode of feeding is by sucking. Lice. Kind of food is blood and mode of feeding is by sucking. Mosquito. Kind of food is blood, mode of feeding is by sucking. Butterfly. Kind of food is nectar, mode of feeding is by sucking. Housefly. Kind of food is decaying matter, mode of feeding is by brewing. Activity 2. To observe the types and number of teeth. Look into a mirror. Use the index finger and feel the teeth. Count the number of incisors, canines, premolars, and molars. Now record your observations in the table below. You can note it down in your notebook. Activity 3. Effect of saliva on starch. Take two test tubes. In one test tube, put some boiled rice. In the other test tube, put some boiled rice after chewing for 3 to 5 minutes. Add some water to both the test tubes. Then pour 2 to 3 drops of iodine solution in each test tube. The boiled rice turns blue-black due to the presence of starch. The chewed rice does not turn blue-black because the saliva converted the starch into sugar. Activity 4. To determine the different taste regions of the tongue. Prepare solutions of sugar, common salt, lemon juice, and juice of crushed neem leaves or bitter gourd. Use a clean toothpick and put each solution one by one on different areas of the tongue. Mark the areas of the tongue which could detect the sweet, salty, bitter, and sour substances. Thank you. Please subscribe to my channel to get more videos like this.